In this world of nearly 7 billion people, it is easy to feel insignificant, inferior, and unimportant. Oftentimes, due to the hustle and bustle of life, our minds are bombarded with thoughts such as, I'm not good enough or I don't matter. But such thinking is a lie. Do you know when you trusted Jesus Christ, God accepted you as His dear child? In fact, Paul said in Ephesians 1 and verse 6, to the praise of the glory of His grace, by which He made us accepted in the beloved. In fact, not only has God accepted you, but He also loves you as much as He loves His own Son. In John 17:23, Jesus said, I in them, and you in me, that they may be made perfect in one, and that the world may know that you have sent me, and have loved them as you have loved me. You see, when we understand that we are accepted by God, accepted just as we are with all of our warts and wrinkles, with all of our shortcomings and failures, then we can begin to experience the supernatural freedom from rejection and inferiority. When we live for the sake of the approval of men, then there will always be the fear of rejection, oftentimes feeling insignificant, unimportant. But if we're living for and seeking the approval of God, there will be no fear of rejection. God will never say, you are not good enough or you do not matter. I remember reading a story of a missionary couple who labored in Africa for many decades. They were returning home to America when their boat docked in New York Harbor. A band played and throngs of people lined the pier, but the celebration was not for them. President Teddy Roosevelt happened to be on the ship. He was returning home from a safari in Africa, and he was the one the crowds came to see. This faithful couple was stepping back into America after a lifetime of sacrificial service on a foreign land. And yet, as the wife remarked sadly to her husband, no one had come to welcome them. With a tear in his eye, the husband remarked, but darling, we are not home yet. This couple's life was not lived for the approval of men, but they lived for the approval of God. It is only when we stop living for the approval of men and start living for the approval of God will we be free from rejection and inferiority. And my prayer for you is this. May the Spirit of God take the Word of God and bless you today.